Hey everybody, welcome into Lettermen Row. I am Austin Ward. We've got a very special BuckIQ the week of the game. We've got another quarterback who knows what it's like to play in this one, Greg Frey. Got some wins back there a few years ago in the series. We won't have to say exactly how long it's for those.
we won't.
But thanks for coming in, Greg. What's going through the mind of an Ohio State quarterback the week of the game?
Boy, it's an intense week, Austin. It's it's one where you got to be highly focused and you've got to be very particular to avoid the distractions. Back in my day, didn't have the social media thing, but still it was, ultra focused on taking care of your business in the classroom. Maybe you get to the Woody Hayes a little bit earlier, which I think any more guys just do that anyway. It's kind of expected.
Live in there.
Yeah, but making sure you're checking off the boxes every day. To me, as I was thinking about this morning, like what's important this week to me, it's winning every day. If you can win your preparation every day, then you're going to take care of your business on Saturday.
With what you've seen now, we've got an 11-game sample for Justin Fields, and you've got these clips for us to break down today. What tells you that this guy is going to be ready for what's coming on Saturday?
Well, he doesn't give us a lot of room for error. I mean, he's playing at a extremely high level. He's not turning the football over. That's huge. Because when you can have a great defense and as a quarterback, you don't turn the ball over, and you have the ability to throw the football in the pocket, but also run. That creates a lot of problems for defenses. So, right now it ain't broke. I mean, he's doing a lot of good things. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. You can see, if you really break down the film, you can see at times when he's still a little slow to get rid of the football in certain cases, but that's part of, he knows he doesn't have to force it in. I didn't have that luxury of having a great defense. It's like you got to score.
Right.
He understands that punting is okay. You go back to the Jim Tressel theory. But I think that's where he's done a fabulous job of taking care of the football. And I think ultimately, the risk of the unsaid is keeping him healthy.
Yeah.
I think when you look back at last week, he ran the ball more. And I think and maybe that's a sign of what's going to come this week, where it's the Earl Bruce way of all hands are on deck. You're going to run the football 20 times. Yeah. I don't care because they can't stop it. That may be the case. But I think so far so good. He's improved as the year has gone on, and his statistics are pretty incredible.
Yeah, he just got a big win last week over Penn State to clinch the East. So some more football coming Justin Fields' way. Greg Frey in the building for the first time to break down what he did last week and spin it ahead here to the game. Let's roll the tape. All right, Greg, we look at this here, and Justin Fields, he really had a special year now. He's up to 43 touchdowns, just one interception, and some of these throws are easy. This one, though, was about as gorgeous as you could possibly put one out there.
Yeah, it's a great throw, and it's a great understanding of where to throw the football, because you've got multiple guys in a one-on-one setting, but this is the right throw and the right read. It's also a great call. So if we freeze it right here, so if you look pre-snap, the Buckeyes are in what we call an 11 look. You got a tight end, really a receiver in this case. 2 receivers left, 2 right, with 1 back. You're on the right hash. So this puts the safety in a bind. You really got 2-on-2 over here, and you could potentially pre-snap think I got something right here because I got 1-on-1. But when you understand you've got Hill on a kind of a flag route right here, this is where the opening in the defense is. So pre-snap, that's where he wants to go with the football. Now the safety could, odds are, because it's a one-high look, he's not going to leak outside like this because he knows he's got space over here too. So odds are he's going to stay here. If he stays here, you got it. You're going to throw the football right here. So pre-snap, that's what he wants. Now, you also got other guys that are one-on-one. In this case, they really don't get open. So this is the guy you want to get the ball to, which is easier said than done. But on 2nd and 7, they want to go for the home run right here. So he looks right to hold the safety, and that's just an amazing throw. And that ball is outside. The safety never had a chance right here.
It almost looks across the board like Penn State had this covered pretty well, every other guy in the route, but and even here on KJ, the safety, you talked about looking him off, but he still gets over there to try and get in the picture.
He does, but the look to the right holds him. Because if he's not outside the hash, and he's not, he can't get there.
Gotcha.
And look at the route, right? It's over right here. This is done. So, frankly, it's an easy throw.
Okay.
But it's about the read, and it's about throwing it on time, because if you wait, you lose your window. Now, he gets rid of it. The ball's probably in the air right about here. This guy has no chance to get there. And he's chasing. Again, that's a mismatch right there. That's a major, major mismatch.
Get KJ Hill inside, you're going to take that a lot of times.
And that ball, you can't throw that any better. So it looks easy, and frankly, the execution's pretty easy because he's got time to throw. The protection's good up front. But the look to the right was key because you hold this guy. And I'm not sure what he's, defensively, I challenge what's going on here because,
Where else is he going to go, right?
If you got one-on-ones up here, these guys can get open too. Now, they don't do a good job. There's a collision right here that gets a lobby. These guys aren't really getting open. So that's their improvement for if you look forward to next week. You guys got to do a better job of one-on-one coverage. But in this case, they gave us a one look. Here's your home run, and we get it.
Justin Fields gets it there to KJ Hill. That's one touchdown. The other throw last week against Penn State that people will be talking about, and it's a guy who shined in the game last year. It was kind of his coming out party, Chris Olave, and I know you've been impressed with the footwork there for Justin Fields.
Yeah, footwork's great by Justin Fields. I believe this is kind of a stop-and-go look. So this is one that, pre-snap or pre-game preparation, they're thinking we can get this guy on a stop-and-go route. So the route is he's going to run maybe 8 to 10 yards down, a little bit of hesitation right here to hold him, and the fake up front is going to hold the safety. So this is film study by the quarterback coach and Ryan Day as far as let's see if we can hit a home run right here. And again, it's kind of what we call a cover 4. So he's got to cover this whole half of the field. If he's inside the hash, he's not going to make it there. And the fake is what holds it. So let's go ahead and run this. So you see on the fake holds the safety, and then again throwing it to the outside. At the end it looks like there's 2 guys there, but really not. It's a great throw and catch. Excellent protection up front.
When people ask me about this after that throw, I was like, well, did Justin kind of underthrow this one because Olave has to make a sensational catch? I know maybe this other view will give you a look at it, but it's like it was really about the only spot it could be for this route. Am I wrong there?
Yeah, he threw it outside. The corner again he's chasing with his head turned, so he's got no chance. I mean, could he have thrown a little longer potentially? But let's take it back to his feet because I want to show you his feet right here. So again, the play fake. Let's freeze it once he makes the fake. Let's freeze it right here. That holds the safety.
Gotcha.
So he has no chance to get there. So now you got one-on-one, and you got Olave putting a great move on to hold the corner. And the footwork right here, you watch. He makes the fake. Now he turns his feet, and the key. This is what I teach my younger quarterbacks is he's not flat-footed. He's going to bump with his momentum and energy right here. He's going to bump into the throw, which is ideal. That allows him to throw it on a dime. If he doesn't, he's kind of flat-footed, this throw might float. And I've seen guys miss this throw. I had a high school quarterback this year do this, try to throw in a flat-footed and through a pick 6. So the bump into the throw is critical right here. And again, good job up front by the guys up front giving him time to make this throw. Look at this double team right here. This is important. This is where your back's got to do a good job helping out. With a pretty good pass rusher.
Yeah, Jeremy Ruckert there, again, that 11 personnel, and those guys neither go on that route, but they help pick up the protection there and a big throw to Olave. 2 touchdown passes there, and then this is the one early in the game where Ryan Day kind of sent a message for what he wanted to do, and he was going to be aggressive, and I guess it's a lot easier with this guy.
What is when you can, again, a situation here, it's 4th and 4 if I recall. I was a little surprised that he went for this. But when you got a quarterback that can run, in the postgame, Urban Meyer talked about the fact when you have a quarterback that can run like this, it's almost unstoppable. I mean, he was fairly arrogant in his statement, but it's accurate. So when you got a guy and I remember going back to fall camp watching Justin Fields for the first time. He's 6'3", 237, and he runs a 4.4. That doesn't register in my mind, right? So here's your situation. You go 5 wide. Let's freeze it here. So Penn State, they got to pick their poison. If they want to take away the run, they'll put 6 in the box. They'd put an extra linebacker here. But if you're going to do that, you got to walk a guy in, and then you pull your free safety up. Now you're going man coverage, which they could do. And I think in this situation, I probably would have done if I was on defense, thinking I'm not letting him run to beat me. I'm going to make him throw it.
Sure.
But he's pretty good throwing it too. Or you could uncover one of these guys. You could pull him here and just kind of play a zone over top, and this is going to throw it. To me, this is a check with me situation where you call 2 plays. And it's, hey, if there's 4 in the box or 5 in the box like this, we're going to run QB draw. I mean, the center's uncovered, Meyer's uncovered, so you could not have had a better play called because he's up on a linebacker. These guys are pass rushing outside. It's the perfect scenario for an offensive coordinator in this situation. Defensive coordinator, it's a nightmare because you got to pick your poison. They tried to cover these guys. Look at these; they're all man coverage, and you get excellent execution. Myers doesn't have to do a great job. He's just got to have contact, and we're by him.
This the bubble screen action down here, was that part of the check with me? That could have been the option if they got a different look.
I would think again. I can only make a guess here.
Yeah.
I would say it's a possibility, but what happens is when he runs bubble, watch this guy. He's going to run out of there.
Gotcha.
So this is
all the way.
I think.
Yeah.
We'll run it back one time. Let's see if we're doing pass pro. So these guys are in pass pro. So if it's a check with me, he's got to get rid of it quick before your center releases. So it's a right now throw.
Yep.
so you don't get called with the center downfield. But my guess is this is QB draw all the way. He's gonna show enough that everybody's in coverage, and you get your linebacker on his heels. That's an easy block. I mean,
we'll see how it turns out for Ohio State there on Saturday. Quarterbacks have been making some big plays with their legs in this game for a very long time. Ohio State will be leaning on Justin Fields' arm and legs in his first edition of the game. Greg Frey's been through it. He knows what it takes. Appreciate him coming to hang out with us at Lettermen Row for BuckIQ. For Greg, I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live. We've got the practice report. We got rapid reaction. Hey, and you know we got BuckIQ with Zach Bourne.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.